him.
I want to watch the news.
Are you making headway at least?
This is the news.
Macaw, it's time for the only news that matters. And Michael Sweet from the Christian metal band Stryper, he doesn't like to be called Christian metal, so I'll rephrase that. Michael Sweet from the God-loving band Stryper was on the Metal Voice, and I love the Metal Voice. If you don't know the Metal Voice, check it out and subscribe. They're awesome. Well, he was on there doing an interview, and I checked it out. And nobody really, I've seen on Blabbermouth and stuff, them picking up on other stuff he said in this interview. But one of the things he said in this interview that he would love to go out with Judas Priest as an opening act. And then he also threw in Ghost. He said, I'd like to open for Ghost. And I was like, man, Stryper opening for Judas Priest is a good idea, you know, because I think Priest fans is a little more accepting of amazing guitar solos and such, where Ghost fans, I think they probably would dismiss it because, you know, the whole Satanist thing, and you know, and I don't think they would blend well with a Ghost audience. But you know, that's my opinion. I don't know, maybe they can, but I love me some Stryper. I know Stryper is very hated. Ghost is very hated. I love them both. I love both those bands, and I have no shame in saying it. Now, I will admit, you know, back in the 80s, where I did dig Stryper back then, it was a little bit of overkill with the Jesus and God in every song, you know, just pummeling that. Where I like what they turn into. Like I like The Fallen. I think that's their best album. I love Goddamn Evil. I loved Even the Devil Believes and To Hell to Pay. I love all those albums. Now those albums kind of like eased off on the Jesus and God in the lyrics, but they still sing about Jesus and God, but they do it more. Well, Michael does it more in a little clever way. I even talked to him about that in Nashville, saying, man, you know, it was a little bit of overkill back then with the God, Jesus. And now you're kind of like talking about God and Jesus, but more in a, you know, you can make up your own mind and listen to the lyrics. Because a lot of Stryper's lyrics, even back in the day when they were talking about God and Jesus, some of those songs where they didn't mention God or Jesus, you can interpret it in different ways. Like a good example is their big hit, Calling on You. They don't mention God or Jesus on it, but that's what they're singing about. But you can also interpret it into like a love song, you know? Now, yeah, there's a lot of people out there that really hate Stryper because of those sappy ballads, and boy, I can identify with you guys, you know, because I hated those sappy ballads like Believe in You and Honestly and all these. I mean, I just did not like them all. I liked it when they rocked, you know, but I just dig Stryper, man. And, you know, if you really analyze it, Stryper are kind of like, you know, they're probably the most rebellious metal band there ever was. Because in metal, you're expected to sing about Satan or, you know, low morals and, you know, fucking sucking, you know, all that stuff in songs is very accepted in metal. Talking about Jesus and living a clean lifestyle and shit like that is a big no-no. And they stuck to their guns. And another thing I told Michael Sweet, which he kind of didn't agree with in a way. I mean, he agreed with it, but he still didn't like it. I told them that one album they made, Against the Law, where they stopped preaching, you know, they you know, it was kind of like, okay, we made up our mind. We don't want to be singing about God or Jesus anymore because it's putting us all in a box. But if you really analyze the lyrics to Against the Law, it's still very morally good. It's not giving no, you know, negative, you know, lyrics. it's still well-intentioned without talking about God and Jesus. You know, that one song called Ain't That Kind of Guy, where it's a song about, you know, not banging groupies. No, big no-no in metal, but they did it. They did it even when they were trying to get away from the God and Jesus stuff, which Michael Sweet told me he regretted, you know, going that route and this and that. But I told him, but Michael, you were still positive in those songs. Those songs weren't negative, you know. And there were rumors back then where, you know, like I think it was Robert Sweet was snorting cocaine off a stripper's ass. But that could be a rumor, you know. And, you know, I'm not going to lie. I mean, it did annoy me quite a bit with the Jesus and God and all those songs. But at the same time, you know, back then, like my favorite band, Merciful Fate, when they would say Satan and devil and all this stuff, I welcomed it. I couldn't get enough of hearing about Satan, you know, in songs back then. But God kind of annoyed me. And I'm not a Satanist, and I wouldn't say I'm a religious person. I don't know what to believe, to tell you the truth. I can't say, you know, that it's fake, that there is no God, and I can't say there is no Satan, you know. I mean, if there's no Satan, then definitely there's no God. But, I don't know, for some reason, the music, hearing those evil things said in music didn't bother me at all. In fact, I welcomed it, and I love that about Ghost. Ghost is a band very hated, but I love the hell out of that band. And they sing about Satan a lot, you know. And, you know, I was into Ghost since the first album. I didn't like the second album. Turned me off where I didn't listen to Ghost till I heard Prequel, so I never heard the third album. And I really dug Prequel because it got very poppy. And, you know, a lot of people that hate Ghost, you know, it's because they're poppy and stuff. But I am a huge fan of ABBA. And to me, Ghost is like hard rock ABBA. It's definitely not metal. And a lot of people do get upset when Ghost gets called metal. I don't get upset that they get called metal, but I don't believe they are. It's good pop hard rock. That's the way I look at it. And seriously, I can't get enough of the, you know, the whole image thing and the Pope dying after every album, and just, I dig the hell out of them. I really want to see the movie, but as some of you know, I've been having some health problems that I couldn't go to the theater. So I look forward to the Blu-ray coming out. I definitely want to buy that and see that, because I'm a huge fan of Ghost. I will admit, their last album, I liked a lot. Half of it. The other half was like, but still, that first song, Kassarion, whatever it's called, what an awesome damn song. And they're amazing live. I've seen Ghost many times live. The last time, I had Ghost tickets to see them, but it was the same night as Elton John. And I'd never seen Elton John. And Elton John was a bucket list artist I wanted to see. So I had to pick Elton John, because I've seen Ghost before. My co-worker back then went to see Ghost and just, oh my God, they were so incredible. And I'm like, yep, they are, man. But Elton John was great as well. You know, I can't complain that I picked Elton John. I just wish they both weren't on the same damn day. So yeah, I would have loved to see Stryper open for Judas Priest. I think that would be a better band to open for. Or like an Iron Maiden. You know, people that are into like good guitar playing would really be impressed by Michael and Oz Fox. Their guitar playing is just phenomenal. And believe it or not, I like Michael Sweet's playing more than Oz. And I love Oz's guitar playing. But Michael Sweet's very clean. And a lot of their music to me is like new wave of British heavy metal. It's got that vibe, that traditional metal vibe, when they're not singing sappy ballads. You know, but I love Stryper, I love Ghost, and I obviously love Judas Priest. And that's how I roll, everybody. What do you all think? Leave it in the comments below. I mean, if you hate Stryper, I get it. And that's another thing. People that hate on Stryper, hate on Ghost, I get it. You know, I hate on U2 and Sammy Hagar and Slipknot. So, you know, we all hate on stuff. So, I respect anybody that hates stuff I like. I'm no pickle whistler. But leave your comment below if you like Stryper. You know, don't you think it would be better they opened for Judas Priest and Ghost? That's what I think. So thank you all for watching the only news that matters. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't and ring that little notification bell. And in case you are subscribed, please check to see if you're still subscribed. Because people getting unsubscribed for no reason, and that sucks. And if that happened to you, please come back. I miss you. Subscribe again. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a gob.
Farewell and adieu to you fair Spanish ladies. Farewell and adieu, you ladies of Spain. For we've received orders for to sail back to Boston. And so nevermore shall we see you again.